Join and welcome back to Anno 800 Megacity. Now, this is not a Megacity, this is Catastrophe. It's our dirty hole at the moment. It's the factory island. We haven't been here in a while now. It's still working. There is the occasional ruin that we can quickly fix if we want. Of course we want to. There's also the occasional ruins in here, so that was just some explosions. Quite a lot of explosions by the look of it. Yeah, I know. Fire safety has not been the biggest deal back in the days. And most certainly not in my cities. I think other than that, we're looking good here. We got lots of pig farms and the sausage production for Crown Falls situated over here, quite nicely boosted as well. And the reason why I'm visiting this town here is worker skyscrapers. Some of you have been really been vocal about this. And I guess it makes sense, right? So this is our Hookah Island. We do have our factories over there. We do have lots of brick buildings, and it's actually not a bad looking town, right? For what it is supposed to do, it is doing that. And we can go ahead now. We have fulfilled all the needs for the workers, even the local mail, and we can provide that to the city here. It doesn't cost me that much. We don't have a lot of windows though, so I would like to get a few more windows over, but for now we can already start here in the town center. Let's go ahead and get us the first skyscrapers out there. Is it looking like skyscrapers? Not really. It's going to be though. So let's go ahead, have the next ones right over there. And as we can see, they have a few more needs now before we can upgrade them. I mean, honestly, they look lovely. I really do dig the style of these. We probably should provide a few more paved roads though. No, this is not looking great. We definitely do need to well, kind of like rethink the layout for these, because they look a bit different than the normal workers, right? So they're more dense. They have these really cute blocks in the background, so we can even walk down there into these courtyards, and it's just lovely looking, honestly. And of course, this is only the first tier, and we can make them taller. And I think we owe it to Catastrophe. That also has beautiful snow-covered mountains in the background, and the fumes, of course, to make this town a bit more beautiful in this area. So windows it is, but also new goods, right? So we do need to provide tea, tools, and electricity. Electricity is special. I mean, we do have electricity here. Tea and tools, though, is a pescatarian good, and for that we do need Orestes once more. In Orestes, it's looking actually quite nice. Right? We do have our tier 2 pescatarians over here, and we do need to provide now these new things. So let's go ahead. The first thing is that sea sponge, and oh yeah, we got also a huge collier in the area. Let's get them over here to my harbor area, because we do need quite a few more productions. I don't have a lot of space on Orestes. Where should we get the space from though? Do I need to... Bente, you have a beautiful island there. It's tempting, it's tempting. Now, tools is something we can easily provide. We are completely stuffed with sewing machines, steel and stuff like that. So we can easily go in here and say, please also produce me some tools, right? Tools only need logs and steel. And, well, can be improved by electricity on top of that. In that case here, we only need 0 right now with that many already. But it's going probably to 4 or 5. That's easy, right? So we can do this in Catastrophe right away. Tea is a bit more problematic, because tea is requiring us space, and this is something that we're actually running out of here soon. Let's have a look there real quick. The tea maker is easy. The problem is it's the artisan workforce, so I can't have it in the old world, because I would need to build a new city to artisan level from scratch, and I'm not doing this. We can do a farmer island once more, but it requires 40 farmers per herb farm, which is a lot, to be honest. So my idea is that we get it in Cape Trelawney still, because we have the shared workforce here. However, farmer workforce is not the best. So I could go ahead, since workers is... here, yeah. Since workers is something we actually don't need that many anymore. And since we're upgrading them with the skyscrapers, I could go ahead and just downgrade a bunch of workers on my other islands, right? So first of all, we got the artisans here in Crown Falls that we, by the way, also can upgrade to skyscrapers. Should we do this? Yeah, we can actually do this. Having a few... Look at that. Let's downgrade these engineers here, right? And this is a tiny area in front of the palace. Why not just upgrade these guys here to skyscraper artisans? We already had them at some point. And of course they also need tea. So there is something actually we could combine. They need gramophones on top of that before I can upgrade them, and electricity. Now tea is the culprit here, right? Tea is where everything comes together at the moment. And what I can also see is what is actually causing some shortages there is the bread. So that is another thing that I need to fix. We got Titan for that. In Titan I do have some building materials, but not a lot. So let's go ahead and just get us a few more over here, because I'm pretty sure that with grain we don't have a problem really, right? Grain should be fine. It is probably even full, since we're just getting all the grain over from Crown Falls. And we are stuffed with that. I mean, we're getting it with the Docklands. So what I will need to do here is I need to provide more storages. I think I was working on that once, but it's pretty hard since there is where's my storage depots? There it is. It's pretty hard since there is so little space, but we can use the new smaller ones here that are providing us some depot then as well. Yeah, but I'm able to squeeze in a few more in the harbor area. There we have farmer population, right? So I could go ahead and add us a few more people here. And once again, actually, we are a bit problematic there with the farmer population. Yeah, I like the idea of Titan being a bit of a farmer area, right? So we don't have a lot of space for a big city, but it's only a farmer city. And we can boost them though. We can boost their population quite a bit, and I would like to use this to our advantage, right? So we got them. Oh, there's also a festival going on right now. So people are happy. 40 happiness bonus. We don't provide work clothes at the moment. This can help us out. And lifestyle wise, we could enable the flour. We produce this one here, and I'm pretty sure demand is really low. Jam and soap is also something that these people here want. Plus herbs. This is all something that we could provide right away, boosting our population quite a bit. And I'm eager to do this, to be honest. So jam and soap, we are definitely stuffed with that in Crown Falls. Soap, full. Jam is something that we just started, right? But it's greatly increasing at a rate of 5 at the moment. So we are capping it out in Titan then as well. ASAP. That's something. So we can have a trade route. Now that I think about it, I do need a trade route anyway then for all the different things, right? So we could have our tea production in Titan. Seems impossible at the moment, but I think it's not, because we got lots of space here. Yeah, let's do this, to be honest. Let's do this. Another ship is in with building materials. I would also like to upgrade my trading post here for Titan. I just love it how we can use older islands that I thought actually were finished with new goods. Suddenly they become a bit more important again, right? And this is exactly what's happening in Titan at the moment now. That's that. Let's provide us a trade route that gets the materials over to Titan. That is the soap. Right, and that is also some jam. Now we are going to temporarily get jam quite down there, because obviously we are filling up the storage in Titan, but we are filling it up to the maximum because there's definitely going to be too much jam. Let's keep the rest available for now. I might also then, just because it's a really small trade route, I might just get the in Titan so that this becomes a bit more important. We get the tea times 3 and get it to Catesta, where we're going to need the tea. And I think this is a good trade route right away. Soap and jam, we're just going to have a look how this one fills up. Let's use a huge collier for this. So Crusty Beard, you go ahead, because it's only one ship then, and it can definitely take the full 100 tons here, and I would like to do this. That's that. So this is going to increase our population here quite a bit with the lifestyle needs. Also the flour is here, so there should be more grain now also be able to be stored here, as we can see. Perfect. Up to 500 tons that we have now. And I will also go ahead then and bump us up my flour production a bit. Something we definitely should do. And as we can see, we have plenty of space right over here between the orchards. So I would like to go ahead with a bunch more of our flour mills. And then, of course, as well, some more bread production, because we do need the bread production at the moment. This is only workers primarily being consumed here. Let's go ahead with one more flour mill. The reason for that is we do consume flour ourselves now as well. They produce every 2, produce 2 per minute, right? So these here are providing for the 6 bakeries already. And then we get, yeah, let's make 2 that are providing for Titan there. It's too much anyway, but still, let's play it safe. Brad is stabilizing again a bit. Let's continue with some more artisan skyscrapers. So this is actually where we stopped, right? And yeah, I'm actually really interested in that, in the artisans. I haven't really used them yet, right? And the skyscrapers. And look at that, it really fits nicely to the hotel. And I think it really fits nicely then also to the free palace area that we can use. And you know what? We have so many engineers and I don't really care. Let's get rid of them here. And just make this whole thing a beautiful artisan workforce or work area. We got some workers here. We will boost them anyway soon. And then I can upgrade a few more, right? Because this is all intended to be artisans at this point now. A lovely smaller city district outside the palace grounds. These guys here, they need a school, a better school support. Lucky us, we can squeeze one in up here for now. Yeah, it's going away again, of course, anyway at some point. But for now, I think I like this one. That's going to be great. Let's also continue once again with Titans. So there should be more building materials coming in. There they are, because we want to start with our tea production now. And for the tea production, I actually need the herb farm. Now, I think it is not the New World herbs, right? Because we have herbs in the New World too. I think we actually do need this one here, as it's a mod and it's its own production building that has a different skin, and you can also use it here in Titan. You don't need a fertility for that. And then we got the tea maker that produces the tea very slowly, so right, so both of them, they have a ratio of 1:1, which is good, but they're very slow, which is bad. They can be improved by electricity. We don't have that here, nor do I care, to be honest. In Catasta right now we do have a consumption of tea of 0 still, so let's plan ahead with a maximum of, I think, 5. That might be a safe bet. Let's have another warehouse then in this area.
Cargo boat at the ready.
Let's just also make sure that, yeah, now Titan has 3 piers, so that is really fine before there is going to be any problem. And then we just go ahead with those 5, and then they just need 1 herb farm, each one of them. And how many fields do we need? 96, that isn't that bad. Probably like that. Yep, we can squeeze them in here. Perfect. Like so. And then we can have those 5 here. And we would even have room for a bit more of an expansion there, if I like that. But that's really enough tea for a while. The only problem here really is the workforce. So one of them requires quite a bit. Let's start with 3. And then 3 tea makers. And with that, a new production has started. Herbs to tea. And this should then get over there to Catasta right away. It's beautiful for a mod. Really beautiful. Nice job. Nice work there. We can boost them with the tractor barn and with a silo, but I don't think that we're going to do this. By the way, I'm terribly sorry, Krusty Beard. What is still missing here? Krusty Beard hasn't started yet, so we can still adjust this trade route. There's still one more thing that I would like to pick up in Crown Falls, and that is work clothes. Because of course we don't have that in Titan, and we want to boost our farmer population there a bit more, and 100 tons of work clothes should work out nicely. We only need 2 per minute, so we could survive 50 minutes with 1 batch of work clothes, which is really fine. There's not going to be more than that. Now, meantime, we are back to Catasta. There is more windows coming in, so I would like to continue now with my worker skyscrapers all the way here as well. And by the way, I think that we have still some farmers here.
It's our human rights.
Strange, no idea why. And then here, these guys here as well. For now, it doesn't really change that much with my population, right? There's just more people that we can squeeze into one of these buildings now for the tier 1, and then we can upgrade them to tier 2 once everything has been provided. Now, let's just make sure that we provide everything they want. For happiness, they want a music school, so this is also a new building. Probably going to need 2 because Catasta is really... It's not that small, to be honest. Let's move those workers over a bit further outside so I can get a bit of room there. This one. That one. And then we have the music school that we can provide here in the center. Number 1. Number 2 is then in this area somewhere here. Yep, so this block, for example, we can move them right away. And let's also continue with a few more people that we can safely move into these areas then, closer to the docks that we have then here. For the second one, they actually look pretty nice, so let's keep them nice. And this one, there's the entrance. Let's build it for now. It's the same style, I love that style, as the scholars, as our red town hall, and as the workers. And this provides now the service to make them really happy. So hopefully, please don't riot on me. I hope not. Very good. That's the school number 1, and then we can actually build the school number 2 right away in both directions. That's one thing. The T is coming along. Tools is my other need that we wanted.
So, Snake Eyes, is that how it is?
A bit convoluted here because these buildings or these productions are in quite different parts than what I imagined. So the tools is actually within the sewing machine production. And we do need the tools. We have everything for that, really. And it's boosted as well. So I think it's really just a few buildings. Let's say 3 as a maximum. I think that's safe to say. We do have the power plant here. All right. Yeah, we have the space right next to it. Perfect. Can we go? No, down here there is no electricity. So I want to boost them definitely. So 3 should be fine. And let's go ahead with those 3 here. Let's build 2 for now. And even that will be too much. These are not copy and pasted buildings. That's also something I love. So these are new buildings. And also look at that. If we build that one now in addition, it actually looks like a full factory, even though it's 3 factories, because that one has a different skin than this one here. Right? We can change the skins of them. Really lovely details overall of the pescatarian mod. And they're now providing tools for my workers. Electricity-wise is actually even more interesting because oil-wise we're pretty much capped with Catester with the consumption. I cannot build another power plant, right? We have already 2 power plants for the meager amount of oil that we have here, and we're constantly out of that already with what we have, right? So it's a nice balance, but it's a balance at 0. So for additional electricity, either we import oil or we use gas. We have gas now from the Arctic, quite a lot so too. So where's my trade route here that we created not a long time ago with the crusty beard, which still hasn't started? There it is. It was actually, I think, coming over from Mbesa, and it is now just entering. So it still hasn't even started its trade route, and we can go with another item here, and we should have it in high quantities. Arctic gas, there it is. And this one goes all the way then over to Catester with that ship. And then we just need 1 gas power station really in the center of it all, and should be golden. Look at the size of that. So the gas has really a huge range, so it can really take in the whole city there. But the big but is we do need to, well, make room for it as well, right? So it's probably the safest if I go for this spot there. Nah, it's this spot here really, but that's really not a great location there beside the church. If I have it like this, or I'm moving it in like this, yeah, it's tricky. Down here it would still be a good addition. Or we're just remodeling the whole inner city there. Something I like a bit more, because this is such a lovely, nice town center here. I don't want to disrupt this with a gas station, right? It just wouldn't look good. But I also want to power everything with 1 gas station, because I think we don't have enough there. So yeah, let's go ahead and make this one a nice town area. For that, I will still need to move a few things around, especially also my town hall and the post office. Let's move the post office a bit further over here. And then let's also move some of those buildings. A bit more complicated than I originally thought, to be honest. Then we have the town center here. It's still taking in a lot of people, not as many as before, not as many workers, but that's because we haven't upgraded that many yet on the other side. And then we can move the church to this area here too, something I would like to do. For that, however, I would like to move the marketplace and the pub bit further over here. This should still suffice for those guys there. They still have 100% here. Especially with the paved roads. Yeah, then we can move the church over. Like that. And then we have this area available now for a gas station or gas power plant that then really takes in the whole area. Perfect. This is what I would like to see. Oh, another epic item. All restaurants. Workforce needed increased. Attractiveness increased and provide extra canned food. I might think about that at some point. Let's actually place it a bit more in the central so we can have some buffer there as well. Let's build the gas power plant right away. That is then here now and really covers the whole area. And yeah, let's also upgrade a few more farmers to workers. Some smaller ornaments can't hurt right here in the center. And my enclosed trees once more. So screw you, whoever doesn't like my enclosed trees. I'm using them. I have to. Because they just offer the perfect protection. It's a wall and trees at the same time. Otherwise I would have to build a wall and trees in addition. Something I really don't like to do right now. Here then, yeah, let's have that. And some monuments for the workers. So let's go ahead with, no, not the Ploughman, but... yeah, some statues there. Perfect. Having a nice plaza there. And then the power plant. Then our marketplace and the pub. We can further diversify this one by moving perhaps... yep. The pub to the other side. Because I want to really have a cute little town plaza area there. Let's move those workers there a bit. Then we can have the pub over there. Look at the textures, it's just fitting. It's really nice looking overall. And then we have the pub here that has its entrance from several sides, plus the school then on that side. The school, however, will of course have perhaps here a little park there or something like that for the school. Then the church, then the marketplace, and also our town hall in the center. We can further diversify by adding us some better market area like this one here, right? So with that, it makes more sense that the town hall is looking towards it. Ornaments are still missing, of course, but that's fine for now. And then let's have some workers again back into the center. For the town center. Perfect. So we're waiting for the gas now to come in with the electricity. It should also provide us then with the tea already. That we should produce at this point in higher quantities. There it is. Some 6 tons are in already. This is working. And by the way, where's my crusty beard? Has it started by now? This takes forever. Oh yeah, I think it has started already. So there it is on its way with gas and tea already. 100 tons of gas and 27 tons of tea. Already close to, yeah, Catastrophe. Perfect. And that also means that Titan should have the materials that are wanted. And that is the soap. There it is. So we can also provide now some lifestyle goods to them here, right? So the workload is in, boosting my farmer population. Then there's the flour, the jam, and the soap. We could, by the way, also provide herbs. But I don't know, if we boosted by that, by 50%, then we can actually also provide herbs. Let's do this. Because then we have a surplus of that. And this should lead to another nice income of farmer population. And every single one of them counts. So far so good. That was, I think, some interesting new territory that we're working on here and walking on here now. And then we have also provided everything for the workers in Catastrophe and can upgrade them to tier 2 skyscrapers. Stay tuned!